That is based on a Wii tune. Is that the sword or the mech thing? Acrobatics from Mars, Street Sharks, Attack of the Kill Tomatoes. I actually know of all of those, and they were all weird. They were all weird. The greatest Sunset game of all time, Fooly Cooley. What is a Wii tune? Like, which one of those two was the Wii tune? Was it the mech one? Because it was absurd. The Tower of God one. The Tower of God's a Wii tune. And then I don't even know what the mech one was based on. The mech one was based off of nonsense. Pure, unadulterated nonsense. Webtoon. Well, no, one of them was off of a Wii tune. One of them said Wii tune. One of them said that it was a companion project between Crunchyroll and Wii tune, it said. It's an app. There you go. I remembered one of them did say that. Like I said, it was okay. It was okay. Watchable, weird things. The other one, probably make your brain melt, but you'll laugh. I'm still waiting to see some of these other ones coming up. In 16 hours is Gleipnir, which has a were mascot in it, near as I can tell. The dude is a human, and when the time is right, he turns into a Chuck E. Cheese wannabe and shoots people or something. He is a were mascot. Which is already stupid enough that I want to watch. Now we have over 3,000 drinks. Jesus Christ, I think we're good on the drinks. Holy hell. I guess the drink man is working well. All right, we will remove this, and then we will trim the rest of this down. So this one has to stop there because of the room, and I don't want to interrupt the room. Actually, I could go over here and be fine with it. And we'll trim that out. It is an app. I have not heard of the app. Is it like an American app? I didn't have my phone, but wouldn't be professional to check it out anyways. You know, unfortunately, this season doesn't have too much of a list. I think in total it was like 49. Yeah, spring 49. Most of these are just nonsense. What do they have for continuing shows? Anything good? No, are they? Is My Hero Academia continuing? I don't think so. That's gonna suck. I needed something to get me through this season. I thought it was gonna be My Hero. My Hero is just vaguely entertaining enough to carry me through things. But we should be getting a new Evangelion movie. Wait, no, Evangelion should... This is Evangelion, right? I see Evangelion, but... Yes, that's Evangelion. I don't know. The new ones have taken a turn, we'll say, for not making sense. Well, I should say they make sense, but not correlating with the original videos. So what are you guys trying to watch for this? How are you guys trying to pass the hours, whittling away the hours? I think I said that twice. In your houses on lockdown while you practice social distancing. Which is not in fact social distancing, it is physical distancing. Social distancing is a dumb term and I don't like it. And because I don't like it, I demand that no one else be allowed to use it either. Am I late? What are you late for? I'm working on D&D maps. Ooh. What are you late for, Mr. Man? Why would you be late? You can never be late when you're a dwarf, for there is always booze to go around. Unless we're dead. If you show up and we're all dead, then yes, you are in fact late. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Doodly 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 doo. Let me think. I need to trim that down even more. But can I trim down? Do I want to trim down what's on the right? I could get some space. It's not like I'm going to have an entire tunnel there. What am I doing for? Ooh, it should be oval. Who got dwarfed? Did Mr. Man get dwarfed? Did Mr. Man wish to join? Mr. Man rolled number 2. So Mr. Man TM, what do you know about what's going on right now? I'm going to make the assumption rather than waiting to explain it to you and or any other semi-constant viewers who have come in a bit late. You're basically going to be brought in. Usually, every character is a hauler. And why does this section always supposedly collapse? Oh, it was over here. It's happened to be looking down there. How did that collapse? I don't even understand what collapsed. The channel point system down below chat is what you use to request rooms for your dwarves, what you want your dwarves' job to be, what you want them, if you want them in the military, so on and so forth. I demand a room closet in the very corner of the map. Well, the location, no. The location's still kind of up for whatever I can seem to fit in. It's like right now, admittedly, it looks a bit formulaic as they're all being split off the same tree, but depending upon what you order makes the branches look differently. If you do bedroom, office, or dining room. Or you can do a tomb, in which case the tombs are in the corner of the map. I'm saving now. There we go. Fantastic. 1, why do I have a hill over here still? Please go away. 2, what is still going on with this hill? Please go away. Once I get the weird little nipple diseases out of the way, we'll be good. Now, I've got this down to here, but I could and should bring it 1 level lower. No, more. Holy shit, how low is that water? Oh, we gotta bring it all the way down the water level. That's a lot we have to channel. But we're making significant progress compared to what we normally do. It's grown attached to a copper crossbow. Yeah, so this is rooms as people have already requested them from before. Different size rooms and different orders of them. So this is what we've got for the important people's rooms that they have desired. Last time was a dong monster, now it's nipple things. What's going on here? Look, all I'm saying is Corona's making everyone a bit lonely. So I can climb up onto that. Think. This is trash again, isn't it? While I'm at it, someone dump this corpse. I don't even want to see the corpse, just dump it over the river. Get rid of it. Be gone. Vile corpse monster. Thinking. Not much, really. I have the core rooms set up. They're not the greatest, but they have the core rooms. We have plenty of booze, plenty of food. The farming is going well. Probably should set up some clothing. Part of this is for clothing, right? No, I don't have anything for clothing. Is whip vines for clothing? I always get this backwards. Or is it ratweed? Let's pretend like I spelled any of that right. Images. I want an image of all the different plants. Please and thank you. None of you look like images of the plants. Are you an image of the plants? So I always get these plants backwards. Crops. I don't care when it grows. Who does clothing? Thread plants. Rope reed. Not rat weed. Rope. Rope. Snow. I guess, yeah, I guess we'll just stick with potato plants. For above ground, rope reed, flax, jute, hemp, cotton, ramie, and knaf. Nothing that I have there. At all. Fantastic. What would it take for rope reed, I wonder? I have to trade someone for rope reed seeds so I can get clothing industry going. What is this? Confusion. Get out of here. What the fuck is ratweed? Yes. Yep. That's a question. Dwarf. Because I don't know myself, truth be told. Ratweed is an inferior crop on the level of muck roots and prickleberries. It can be eaten raw, cooked, or made into sewer brew. However, it is not as delicious as any of the underground crops. Some dwarves like ratweed for its hanging leaves. That's it. That's what it says. It's just garbage. If I do a direct Google search, do I find anything more realistic? Okay, I've tapped in. Why have I typed this into Google? Why did I not think about this? I have now typed in ratweed, and my Google image results is nothing but a ton of rats smoking joints. I should have known that that's what I was going to get when I typed in ratweed. Okay. Oh, I hear it, but I'm not on the right thing. Who is it? Sheep are bad. I can never move the name over again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sheep are bad, for following the channel and becoming a strategist. How are you doing this fine, fantastic weekend as I unfortunately type ratweed into Google, and now Google thinks that I probably need to know more about that, so it's going to give me nothing but ads for ratweed forever. Rats, we're the rats celebrating yet another birthday bash. Yeah, it is in fact basically trash. Now Google has associated me with a ratweed user. I'll never live it down. Now this might actually work a bit in our favor. If we end up trimming the ground away from the room, we can have the room as an overhang, which looks slightly better. Why is this one not smooth, however? I ask you, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Oh wait, hold on. Who was it? Who was it that wanted the room? I built your statue, right? So your room should probably be done. Hellfire. Still just a mausoleum. Are you kidding me? Why are you so picky? Gave you a nice D, E. Do this whole back area. The details are existing image, the special silvers, a bunch of birds that love each other very much. We'll do one over here and see if this has the same detail. Existing image, special silvers. I have to do that for each one, don't I? That's slightly annoying. Or it just doesn't tell me what it's doing, does it? Okay, fine. We'll see how well that works. The users online doesn't update unless I collapse and reopen it in mod viewer. Did you ever completely forget that you'd leveled crafting jobs? And no, what do you mean? Did you ever completely forget that you had leveled crafting jobs in Final Fantasy 14? No, I did not ever completely forget that I leveled crafting jobs in Final Fantasy 14. Quite frankly, like when right now I'm not doing it just because clusterfuck of a life. Whenever I would have reduced, we'll say, time on Final Fantasy 14, all I would do is crafting. Oddly enough, like I like the story and I like the dungeon delves, but really at the end of the day, it's just doing shit on the market's just kind of fun. The users online does not do unless I collapse and reopen it in a mod viewer. I've been spending money on so much stuff that I could have crafted. I'm looking at my why am I forgetting what D is now? Something on the disciple of the hand jobs. I'm like, whoa, I leveled this? Stone Domine is throwing another tantrum. He will not be bought off. He refuses to be happy with life. He would rather be angry. Yeah, no, it's actually the funniest thing. Particularly at medium to low levels, the #1 money maker for a crafter in Final Fantasy 14. #1. Oh no, talking like the other guy. #1. I know he's a bit nasally. 10 things about crafting that you didn't know in the spooky world. #1. You make the items that you need to make for the jobs. Because a lot of people at some point switch over to a crafting job and they don't want to do the crafting. So they just want to buy the things you have to turn in for the quests. So I just made a bunch of those items. They sold for bank. Everyone's just too lazy to level up crafting, so I just sold it. I probably sold you a bunch of it, from what it sounds like. Ah, yeah, for the turn-ins. Yeah, so I just made those. You make more money as a crafter making things that other crafters need than you can make as a crafter making things non-crafters need. Make more money off of crafters than you do barbarians. Gladiators? The two-handers. I'm a white mage. Everyone else is just dumb. Number 15. Burger King foot lettuce. What's your philosophy on pricing, undercutting, X? My pricing, my philosophy on pricing, undercutting, etc. is I want to sell my item, so I'm going to do it. What I generally tend to do is I go about 5% under, 5% under -5, or 5% under rounded -5. So if someone's doing something for 1,000, then 5% under would be 50 under. Make sure I've done the math right there. It would be 50 under, so 950. Yeah, and then 5 off of that, so 945 is what I usually start with. If I'm really babysitting it, usually I just leave that alone for a week, and at the end of the week, I'd reprice it to just whatever the new same rule. If I'm babysitting it though, and someone's underpriced me, then what I will do is I will match their price -7. Why? To make it more natural. That's really it. If you go with even numbers, a lot of times they just don't look right. This is why we do 99, 99, 99 on gas prices and shit like that. It's just psychology. So I just bring numbers off. 7 if I'm trying to actually undercut someone. 5% -5 if it's just a general price. Now that being said though, I look at what the prices normally are. If the prices going back for the past week are a price, then it's 5% 5. If the prices going back a week are like much higher and everyone's selling really low, then I just won't even sell it. I will just wait for them to like price themselves out and get bought. If they're really, really low, I have been known to just buy the entire batch and resell them at the normal price. If there's a bunch of people that's really selling stuff cheap, I'll just buy it all and resell it at a normal price. They get their money, I get a cut, and then when they're out of the way, I sell all my things at a regular freaking margin, so I'm good. No, the 10 gil less thing is annoying. No, I don't like that. I'll do 7 gil less when I see like if within an hour or so, like if it's something I'm trying to sell, like I'm just trying to, like I made this thinking it would sell. If I see someone that's purposely undercut me, like right then and there, then I'll undercut them by 7. And yeah, the 10 gil thing is kind of a dead giveaway. But no, I don't try to go right under someone. That's just a prick move. And if someone looks like they've gone right under someone, I will purposely skip them and buy the next one up. So if something goes for 1,000, someone's selling it for 999, just because I don't like that guy, I'll go buy the 1,000. That's why when it's a set price, I go 5% for it, actually make it worth whoever's buying its while, and then -5 for the 999 psychology. I'm not wholly against the idea, just someone undercutting by one's a bit of an annoying person. If someone's trying to do it versus me, though, then I'll undercut them by 7. However, that being said, I don't usually pay attention enough to my items to be that active in it, so I don't do the 7 thing. Odd question or odd statement, point of fact, weird thing to know about numbers. Not all numbers are even. You want to avoid 0s and 5s. You kind of, like, I know my example a second ago had a 0 or 5, but they don't usually end up on even numbers, as I said previously. 0s and 5s are way too common and show up all the damn time. And or people put them to 0 and 5 because they like those numbers. However, in nature, 0 and 5 doesn't happen that often. The most common number in nature is 1. It'll always be the most common. Why? Because it comes first. If one thing happens, you have 1 and no other numbers. If 2 things happened, you had 1, but now you have 2. So it's split with 2. There's still way more common than 3 to 10. You go all the way up to 9. Finally, all the numbers have even representation, 1 through 9. You're good to go. Then you have 10, and 1 gets a leg up again. 0 finally gets to represent, and what's the next one up? 11. Now 1 has a double 1 up on the other numbers. They all finally catch through, but they only catch up on the second one. They get to 20, and they've still technically been behind by a 1 the entire time. You have to get all the way to 99 for all the numbers to get equal representation again. And then when 100 happens, you have an entire set of 100 numbers where 1 will have a lead on everyone else. 1 is the most common number. So if you're going to try to do something to make it look a little bit more natural, if you're going to flub a number, go with like 1, 2, or 3 in the 1's digit. Don't go with like 8. No, that's not likely to happen. What do you... Domine. What are you complaining about, dude? In 1, the dwarf became... I don't know what you're talking about. He's listening to a story. Satisfied, persuasion, wants... Then what are you angry about? Unable to acquire something, lonely after being away from family, frustrated at the lack of decent meals, frustrated at being unable to practice a craft. What do you do, Domine? Let us get stone crafting going. Rock crafts on repeat. We'll just do that for now. Yeah. I did something so... Yeah. Tapioca's dead. Domine killed Tapioca. Stone Grinder is Domine.
Domine punched Tapioca in the upper body with her left hand, bruising the muscle and bruising the right lung.
Yeah. Domine killed Tapioca. Good. Fantastic. I've forgotten how to spell tapioca already. P-P-A. Where am I looking? I-Y-O-K. Ease economy is pretty competitive. Try learning to play the economy, and yeah, that's a deep rabbit hole. How common is 69? It depends on how much 2 people really like each other. That's why I quit. 1 is the loneliest number. Loneliest but most common. Lineage 2. I miss classic Lineage 2. Dwarf or Harold Beaver. Universal undercut the person by 1. How dare buys them all and sells them all for more. 700 the next mediocre price. No, I'm not. No. If it's like 1 over, I just ignore that dude. But like, because you can look at the market history. If you look at the market history, and the market history says, okay, for the past week or 2 weeks, this item has sold at like 2,300, and then randomly like there's 4 sales at 400, and the price is down to like 350. You better believe I'll buy 20 products at 350 and resell them all for 2,200. I don't know why sometimes people do that. That's really weird. Like, I think like a bidding war happens and they just keep updating to get below each other. But it's like, if no one was buying it, then no one was buying it. But at some point, someone's going to want to buy it and they're just going to go for the lowest price. So there's no reason to be down in the 350s when you can be as high as the 2000s. And this is example numbers, but you could be, it goes up to tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands. My fucking bank has varied from like 80,000 to like 27 million and then back down again. People like try penny pinching in that game way too much. And it's just like, who cares? You can make it back like no problem. How dare you, asshole, and he says stone grinder more like bone grinder. So untrusting. I'm trying to give one a free Mandragora minion and they keep canceling the trade. I like that for a different reason. I prefer to play the game and get stuff myself rather than have someone give stuff to me. No people that put things up in Star Wars The Old Republic for ridiculous low price for no reason other than I don't care. I'm just doing it to throw them away. But here's the thing. Sometimes I've done that, and this is the one that baffles me. Every item in the game has a sale price, which is the price you get when you sell it to an NPC. Fine. Makes sense to me. Some of these things have a sale price of like 575, and then you'll find it on the market and people are selling it for like 324. I cannot let that stand. That just annoys me. Whenever I see those things happening, and it tends to happen with materia. They do that with materia a bunch sometimes too, and that just annoys me. So I just buy everything that's underneath the sale, what I'm thinking of as the sales store, buy every single one of them and just go to a vendor and sell it straight to the vendor. Literally just purge those items from the economy. Like, clearly we have too many. If these people are selling it for less on the market than I get for giving it to an NPC, I will get a profit of like $1,200 to get like fucking 3,500 items off the market. That annoys me. No price in the game should go below what the vendor price is. Why are you selling it? Why are you possibly selling it on the market for below what you get to the vendor? I don't understand that one. That annoys me. I'm the same. The NPC price. Yep. Yeah, exactly. That kind of stuff. That one. That's like, why? Why are you doing this? I kind of hate you. I wish I could track you down and explain to you my hatred for you in detail, because it would be detailed. Uh-oh. Who's in the water? And how long has he been dead down here? Well, at least we found him. Some just literally don't care. But it takes it takes less effort. That's what I don't understand. It takes less effort to sell it to the NPC. You go to the NPC, like, yeah, buy this. I'm like, all right, I'll buy it. You do it on the market, and it's like, all right, you know you're gonna lose 5% of the trade. How many of these do you want to sell? What price do you want? Like, you have to actively sell it for that, and it's just really weird. Kiddo needs a pet turtle name for someone else's turtle. What? Kiddo needs a pet turtle name for someone else's turtle. Portal. With an O. Thomas the Tank Engine. But in Final Fantasy 14, it always tells you the vendor price in the lower right corner. Like, if I want to sell something on the market, right? Like, let's say this vendor price is 100, and I'm like, I want to go to the market to sell this. It sets the price by default to 100, and you have to mark it up or mark it down. You should never be marking it down from that default price. That doesn't make sense to me. Like, you're actively going out of your way. They just want it out of their inventory in the market is closer to the nearest vendor who would buy it. Not in 14. I don't think there's a single board that doesn't have a vendor right there. I don't think there's a single board. In the housing markets, maybe. I'll give you that one. Some of those boards are a bit out of the way. But if you're in a housing market, you already have your own vendor on your house. So you should still not have an issue. I wonder if that's a tactic I've used in a couple games where you had mobile ability to send shit to the market but ran out of inventory space. In no case, just holding on to it in the market, in which case you're penny pinching someone trying to bulk something. No. Not Final Fantasy 14. Final Fantasy 14, you have to go to a special board to give it to an NPC that you made to have them sell it on the market at the price you sell. If they wanted to bulk it, you can set the price ridiculously high so no one buys it because you don't lose anything putting it on the market. If they're just using it as inventory, they should set the price high, not low. Setting the price low doesn't make sense. Because you can cancel it any time. I could say, hey, I'm going to put this on the market. Come back a week later and be like, oh, look at my pin still on this market. Uh-oh, here comes someone going to buy the pin. Too bad I took it off the market. Go fuck yourself. Like, there's nothing stopping you from just taking it back. And your what are they called? Retainers. Your retainers have their own inventory as storage already. And your chocobo has a storage already. Nobody should be using cheap prices on the market to hold on to their items. That doesn't make sense. Name the turtle Gus. Tortle. Yeah, Tortle the turtle. Turtles always look like a Gus to me. Name the turtle Doggy. Yeah, 14 it does that. Name it Ratweed. Right? I was speaking in general on that, not 14 specific. Yeah, okay, I'll give you that one. Collection area versus walking all the way to a port. Nobody ever accused people making sense. But I demand that they do. I need them to make sense. Because if they don't make sense, then why? Why don't they make sense? There must be a reason, and I will get to the bottom of it. Like, if they don't make sense, do they know they don't make sense? Are they willing to learn how to make sense again? Don't worry. We will make you make sense again. Why am I not chopping down the tree? There we go. All right, we'll get rid of all these trees. It's always ratweed. The reason is ratweed. It's always that damned ratweed. Everyone knows the horrors and tribulations of ratweed. Why is the reason rats smoking weed? Oh, man. Dude, if someone doesn't accept this kind of Mandragora gift for me, I'm just going to throw it at someone. Back when I played DAOC. Dragon Age Origin Continuity? Dark Age of Camelot. I was close. Dragon Age Ultimate Continuity Camelot Ages of Darkness. I'm just gonna throw it at someone. Back when I played Dark Age of Camelot, I used my house merchant store items at max price, came home once, and someone bought everything. Well, I mean, that's good. Like, oh man, my shit's gone. But I'm rich! Are you following Camelot Unchained? No. But if you don't follow the unchaining of Camelot, then Camelot will get you. We've all seen it before. Don't you deny it. Camelot has a motif to it. A motif that cannot be underestimated. Build construction track stop to the north. And some stone there. I have it doing weird stone, don't I? No, I just have it doing all stone. Fine. Screw it. Do all stone. But no wheelbarrows. Wheelbarrows are for nerds. Basically, spiritual successor to Dark Age of Camelot. No, it isn't. Just found out you can only have... No, it isn't. Found out you can only have 50p. 50p what? I don't know what you're talking about. I want to let me scroll the chat up. 50p. I don't know what 50p is. Rest went poof. There was Chinese kung fu game that has long since got taken down. Was able to throw collectible items into market and more than quintuple my inventory. No research for these bulk items except the rares, so I made tons of game currency by essentially having an inventory filled purely with rares per run. Well, that's really good. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with it. RIP. Camelot, it's only a model. It's only a model. Oh my god. Some of those movies were really, really good. but now they're not allowed to make them anymore. So yay. That's just fantastic. Who would ever want more things like Monty Python? What a dull plotting show and movie and series of clips. Clearly we need to get rid of all of it. Stockpile link from this that takes stone and is assigned a vehicle that I don't have. Need to make a minecart. The platinum game currency was max. Any more went poof, gone. Oh, because it wasn't amazing that they bought all your shit, so you lost a bunch of money. That sucks. Did you see my point exchange a while ago? I requested the blacksmith job. No, I didn't. I'm sorry. Want to be a smith? I do like the system you have. It's great. Mr. Mantium wants to be a smith. I apologize for that. I need to work on... So here's the big issue. All the things that I have that do noises are off of my scripts and shit on my program, my chatbot program. But the new point system is off of Twitch directly. And I don't know how to integrate that in with either my scripts or stream elements to make noises yet. So sometimes if chat's going fast, I just miss the request. But yes, I see now. I wish to be a smith. This is Mr. Mantium. Smith is a dire builder. You have switched to a dire builder now. Mark that as complete. I demand a broom. What is a broom? In the very corner of the map, Kappa. Mr. Mantium, broom closet. Now these have been engraved. I want to see something. Do they all show it? Did it go at once? Engraved is a superior to Chulu rendition of the special silvers, an image of a masked lovebird and a masked lovebird. The image was commissioned by the Channels of Speaking, a local dwarven government. They all say the same thing? No, some of these are different. The root of whipping, a masterfully designed image of two trees. The image is a symbol of the Channels of Speaking, a local. So we have a bunch of pictures of trees and birds, except for this. Engraved on the floor, an exceptionally designed image of Mofol renowned castles, the dwarf and dwarves by T'Chulu. Renowned castles are surrounded by the dwarves. The arc relates to the election of the dwarf Mofol to the position of mayor, the Channels of Speaking, in the early summer of 219. All right, most of these though are birds and or trees. Who was this? This was Hellfire? So you gotta order them individually, part by part, what you want to do engrave. Grand Mausoleum, it is now done. Militia Dwarf still is technically wanting a copper spear. They are showing up now. Are these the elves or the dwarves? Dwarves, good. I can just trade everything with them. I'm fine with that. What are you? I'm gonna say auto trade on. Should get an alert saying that we marked 50 billion items for trade. I'm your liaison from the mountain homes. Let's discuss your situation. There is much to share. What would you like from us? I would like the seeds. All your seeds are garbage. Why do you hate me? Why? Explain to me why. Do they have plants? If I have plants and I make booze out of them, I might be able to get the seeds, right? That's a thought. So what do they call food that is plants? They have drinks, but that doesn't help me. They call them plants, and they only sell plump helmets. Garden vegetables might help. Are any of these things we care about? No, but I will go for blackberries because nothing else to request right now. Oh, nope, correction. I want copper. Somebody wanted their militia dwarf to have a copper spear. Digging, training weapons. I will say, give me all weapons. But most importantly, metal bars, give me copper. Silver, gold, and iron. There we go. Let us go over the import agreement. I'm not looking through the full thing. Just give me the numbers. What are the big ones you care about? We would like metal bars, leather, water skins, headwear, bracelets, thread, ammunition, shields, blah, 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 blah. Sign here, initial here, and thank you. We'll see you next year. Sad champ. What happened? I like to think the birds are sitting in the trees. Gamble. I know there's something has Russian. If you want to time yourselves out. Yeah. I don't know what's doing that. Stream Elements apparently had that built in. I bumped into that the other day. I didn't know my channel had that, but my channel has the ability to risk timing yourself out for a minute if you are so inclined. For the Gamble 20. Well, because Coca-Cola said Gamble 2012, and I don't really know what the hell he's talking about. I don't actually know what it. Like I said, I think it's a minute. It says 60. I'm assuming it's timing out for 60 seconds and not 60 minutes. We're gonna find out soon, aren't we? That's the dwarven equivalent of Russian roulette. Elven trading. 60 days. Yeah, or 60 days. $60 years. A migrant has arrived. Huzzah.
Yes, we know there are migrants.
All right, hold on. Migration wave. Read. You are another gem cut. Why does everyone want to be a gem cutter? You are a hauler. Just before you even pretend to not, you're a hauler. Imagine if it's 60 minutes. Find out next time on 60 minutes. Uh-oh. Why are there birds interrupting me? Stop it. Stop it, birds. All right, trading everything worth 38,000? Are we trading an artifact in the middle here? Or do we just have that many crafts? Holy Jesus. All right, 38,000. What do you guys have? You better cough it up. I'm taking all of your bars. I don't really care for your gems. I'll grab some rope while I'm here. Water skin. I think these are instruments, so I'm gonna grab some. Grab some water skins. Toy axes, gander, goose, donkey, cage, lead, nickel, rooster. Do you have turkeys? I'm not seeing turkeys. Your animals don't entice me unless they're made of turkeys. I don't want your barrels of booze because barrels are dumb, and you should know this by now. Buckets I can make. Weapons. Something to get me through the bronze pick, steel short sword, bronze mace. I'm just gonna grab your weapons. Copper mace. I don't want your training things though. You should probably be careful. I'm gonna trade for him anyways, but if it's a bad weapon, I'm just gonna melt it later. Ah, we've started to eat into our profits now, probably for things like the steel battle axe. That's a lot of weapons, though. I like getting weapons. What else could I be grabbing? Another steel warhammer. Silver warhammer, steel battle axe. They have some like really good things. Silver warhammer again, steel battle axe. Screw it, steel crossbow. Robes and clothing. All right, hold on. Let me go back up and undo some of those weapons then. Probably no. I don't want bronze or bismuth bronze anything. Copper pick will undo. Steel mace I'll keep. Battle axe will keep. I'm not getting a training spear. Steel, iron, steel, bronze, silver, steel, training axe, bronze, iron, training, bronze, training, iron, copper, bronze, training, okay, that gets us back up to 10,000. I can make my own clothing though. I should be getting it. No, I can't though. That's the issue. Shit. We'll leave armor alone for now, I guess. Except for wait, no, there were mittens and clothing. What if I do it this way? Wool. I'm just trade. I can guarantee it's just clothing. Right. No. Where's the clothing made of wool? What's happening? What's and click. What's wrong? I wasn't paying attention. Is it just not killing anyone? Look, I didn't program it. It was a thing that Stream Elements just has. So I don't know like how it works. All I know is I was screwing around and there was one that there was a command that said Russian. Like, I don't even know which ones are the bad ones. Dashboard. Anyways, we're not getting far with looking for wool, so I'm just going to abandon that. Skip to the end. Probably look for socks or other keywords later. Leather, we already have a bunch of cloth. Q. There we go. I know Stream Elements. How do I get back to commands on Stream Elements? Bot. Chat commands. I think it's chat commands. Yeah, it says pulls the trigger, pulls the trigger, pulls the trigger, pulls the trigger, pulls the trigger. Timeout. According to what their thing says, one of the results is that you get timed out. It should at some point do it right. What is it doing wrong? Either that or it's jammed. RNG forgot to buy the bullets. I don't know what to tell you. That's what Stream Elements had listed under their generic freaking chat commands.
There's the dwarf throwing a tantrum.
It's because it isn't modded. It was nice knowing you.
All right, the dwarf stopped tantruming, but we need to do something to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Did Dominate just kill someone else again? Dominate, buddy, you have to stop killing people. I don't know. It's not modded. How is Stream Elements not modded? It does have my shit. How do I mod Stream Elements if it's not modded? Stream Elements should be modded. That's how this works. Do I go to user management to mod it? How do I mod Stream Elements? Bot verified. Mod user. All right, I think I've modded Stream Elements now. I am not slash modding everyone. I think they're modded now. If I click their name, mod has a check mark and it says unmod if I click it. So which one of these is timing people? Try it again now. Let's see if this works. I thought it was modded the whole time. It's a bot I use. Why wouldn't a bot that's recognized on my channel be modded? Mod me, no balls. Aren't you already modded anyways? No, you're not. I thought you were. I'm gonna tell you the truth, I thought you were. Probably because you keep changing your name. I feel like you were modded at one point in time and you've now changed your name so many times you just don't have it anymore. I think 6. I think 6. But as we've proven, I don't understand what's going on in that gun. So you just keep clicking and we'll see if it's got something going on in there at some point. Because I'd go mad with power. Well, we kind of have had that before. I think we had some groups that were arguing with themselves. It was kind of weird / awkward. All right, we have now trimmed that back. Nope. Gotta trim up here. Time out dumb people that annoy me, also smart people that annoy me. Basically just anyone that annoys you. I wonder if it would try to time me out if I did it. What happens if you time out the streamer while they're streaming? Does it just end the stream? Yo, that would be weird. Yo, every hour on the hour. Oh, I think I did 2 hours in this one because the YouTube pause timer wasn't going. Oh no, it's gonna be slightly annoying. It would be weird if every hour on the hour it does like a roulette thing just to see if it like pulls the trigger, and if it does, it just ends the stream there, like no warning. No one knows when it's going to end. It's just a 1 in 6 going on throughout the stream, and that's where the stream ended today, right in the middle of sentencing. Boom! There's just a pop sound effect, and the stream ends. So basically, you would just do nothing. It would make your mic stop working. Exactly, like something like that. But real quick, apparently I never did the timer right to warn me, and I think I've now gone 2 minutes into one clip on YouTube, which is annoying. So for those of you watching on YouTube, you probably had a video without a proper break in the middle. For that, I apologize, but I'll catch you guys next time.